Imagine being the most powerful person in the world with millions under your command and the freedom to do whatever you want. However, this greatness comes accompanied by constant threats, wars, diseases, betrayals, and many rejections. How would it be to navigate such a life? Marcus Aurelius lived this painful experience almost every day. This is undoubtedly the most painful experience that can make you feel powerless and rejected. In this video, I will show you how Marcus Aurelius found Stoicism to be the philosophy of his life and a true antidote to dissatisfaction. Before we begin, I would really like to thank all of you for everything you do. Commenting, sharing, each like gives me more strength to continue advocating and transmitting this philosophy that pulled me out of and completely transformed me. Thank you all. Now, let's move forward. It's difficult to understand why the person in question is not responding, and you feel like you're walking on eggshells. But just because she's not responding doesn't mean you have to give up and let her win. How can you change things and use that rejection to your advantage? At the end of this video, you will see how to act when someone ignores you and learn to use reverse psychology to make her regret her decision. Before I start, I would like to ask you to click the like button and activate the notification bell. This is really important. This way, YouTube understands that you are enjoying the video and it delivers it to more people. Thank you very much. Number 1, ignore her too. When someone ignores you, one way to act is to ignore them too. This may seem counterintuitive, but it can be effective in most cases. Turn this challenge into an opportunity for personal growth. When someone ignores you, it's not just a situation to endure. It's your chance to shine with patience and wisdom. Instead of reflecting their indifference, embark on a journey of self-discovery and emotional strength. Reflect on your values, focus on your actions, and embrace emotional independence. It's not about winning a trivial attention game. It's about mastering the art of inner peace and self-control. Remember, in the theater of life, you are the playwright. Write your story with dignity, resilience, and wisdom. Let's turn this moment into a step toward a more empowered and stoic you. Number 2, don't react emotionally. When a woman or a man ignores you, it can be difficult not to react emotionally. However, the best way to, from the other person, concentrate on being true to yourself and demonstrating your strengths in alignment with Stoic values of self, improvement, and respect for others. By showing that you can remain balanced and respectful, regardless of others' attention or recognition, you live according to Stoic principles of focusing on character and personal actions, reflecting wisdom and self-control. This approach can be personally more satisfying and leave a deeper, lasting impression on others. Number 5, cut off contact. If a woman ignores you, the best thing you can do is cut off contact. This means ceasing communication with her through text messages, phone calls, and other means. Avoid the person also, if possible. For example, stop sending messages and suddenly cease responding to her texts. If she doesn't respond to your calls, stop trying to contact her. Don't talk to her or make eye contact if you're in the same social circle. Number 6, prove her wrong. When a woman ignores you, it can be challenging to know how to respond. Another way to act is to prove her wrong. Show that you are not who she thinks you are and that you are capable of more. For example, if she thinks you're not smart enough to understand a particular topic, demonstrate your knowledge about it. Surprise her with an unexpected story or joke. If she thinks you're boring, show that you're not the person being ignored and that you have more to offer. If she still ignores you, don't take it personally. Instead, focus on yourself and your personal growth. Number 7, go out and have fun. Going out and having fun when ignored can be an excellent way to get the situation out of your head and focus on yourself. Start by doing something you enjoy. whether it's going to the movies, playing sports, or simply taking a walk in the park. Invite your friends to help maintain a positive mood and remind you of your value. If you still feel down, try going to a new restaurant or event to break the routine and meet new people. Number 8. Build your social status. From a Stoic perspective, building your social status is not a means to impress others, but a path to personal development and community contribution. When facing situations like being ignored, Stoicism suggests focusing on self-improvement and community engagement for these goals in themselves. Activities such as exercising, pursuing hobbies, learning new skills, advancing your career, volunteering, and networking are seen as ways to cultivate character and contribute to society. Share your experiences and interests authentically, not with the goal of attracting attention, but to genuinely connect with individuals and communities with similar interests. This approach aligns with Stoic values of personal growth, contribution to the common good, and forming meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and shared interest. Therefore, when building your social status, do it with the intention of improvement and making a positive contribution, not just as a strategy to increase your attractiveness to others. Number 9. Act as if she doesn't exist. If someone ignores you, acting as if they don't exist is another way to behave. This means not initiating conversations or making eye contact, but seeking someone else to talk to. For example, if you're at a party, start a conversation with another person and avoid the woman who is ignoring you. If you need to interact with her, keep the conversation professional and avoid personal topics that could lead to a confrontation. If she continues to ignore, avoid responding and simply walk away. Remember, it's easier to move on than to try to fix a situation over which you have no control. Number 10. Give her the silent treatment. Another way to respond is to give her the silent treatment. By not responding, you are showing that you won't take her for granted. Stoicism reinterprets the idea of giving the silent treatment instead of using silence as a tool to provoke a reaction or prove a point. Stoicism advocates using silence as a form of self-reflection and emotional regulation. When compelled to give the silent treatment, Stoicism suggests using that time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings, understanding them with clarity and composure. It emphasizes the importance of responding or not responding in a way aligned with personal virtues and integrity, rather than as a strategy to influence the other person's behavior. This approach promotes a sense of inner peace and self-control in line with Stoic values and avoids engaging in behaviors that may be seen as manipulative or vengeful. Therefore, if you choose not to respond, do it as a practice of introspection, not as a tactic to influence the other person. This reflects Stoic wisdom and temperance, focusing on one's behavior and personal growth. Number 11. Don't beg for attention. When ignored, don't beg for attention. Instead, make her feel like she's losing something. According to Stoic principles, the response to situations where someone is ignored should focus on personal satisfaction and emotional independence instead of seeking tactics to make others feel like they are losing something or demonstrating self-confidence through derogatory comments. Stoicism advises maintaining dignity and self-respect by demonstrating confidence and self-sufficiency, not as a means to affect others' perception, but as a reflection of one's own worth and stability. Encouragement is given to find fulfillment in one's own activities and interests, staying true to personal values and interacting with others authentically without the need for external validation. Therefore, instead of begging for attention or trying to show that someone is losing something, concentrate on developing your self-confidence and finding satisfaction in your own achievements. This reflects Stoic values of wisdom, self-control, and focus on what is within one's own power, attitudes, and personal actions. Number 12. Be kind but emotionally distant. If someone ignores you, don't take it personally or unload on them. The appropriate response to situations where you are ignored involves acting with kindness and maintaining a healthy emotional distance. This emphasizes the Stoic practice of not taking things personally and keeping composure. It is advised to acknowledge the person with education and warmth, such as wishing them a good day or simply greeting them but without expecting anything in return. Encouragement is given to demonstrate emotional detachment, not out of indifference but as a reflection of inner peace and self-sufficiency. This approach aligns with Stoic principles of focusing on what can be controlled, personal responses and emotions, and accepting what is beyond control, such as the actions of others. GPT's responses advocate for a balanced interaction, combining kindness with a healthy emotional boundary, reflecting Stoic ideals of wisdom, self-control, and respect for oneself and others. Number 13. Don't let her see that you're struggling. When you are ignored, the worst thing you can do is make it clear that you are struggling. Instead, stay calm and continue with your life as if nothing happened. The appropriate way to deal with situations where you are ignored is to maintain composure and self-confidence. It is advisable to continue with your life calmly and confidently, showing that the attitude of another person does not negatively affect your own sense of identity. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on internal stability and self-confidence, suggesting polite and respectful behavior in all interactions without aggression or confrontation. This approach is rooted in Stoic values of emotional resilience, wisdom, and integrity, advocating for a response that reflects personal strength and stability rather than visibly reacting to external circumstances, demonstrating that your confidence and security are grounded in your own character, not dependent on the actions or recognition of others. In our journey to decipher intentions and authentic relationships, a fundamental understanding arises. You deserve relationships based on reciprocity and respect. Finally, I invite you to join our community and continue exploring Stoicism together. Thank you for watching, and if this video has inspired you to a wiser and more meaningful love, take the next step. Don't forget to subscribe, activate